Here are the numbers. Let's real quick talk about this. AEW, Wednesday, November 1st, at KFC Yum Center in Louisville.
I just saw this on the Twitter.
The current setup in that building, and you can correct me, it's 20,000 plus seats, I believe, right?
Yes. It's, well, I mean, I think they can do up to 22,000 for basketball with concerts that have stages. It comes down a bit, but Jesus Christ, yes, it's a giant building.
Giant building. WrestleTix put this up. The current setup is for 4,295 people. The current tickets distributed are 2,556, which is up 319 in the last week. They sold 319 tickets advertising on Raw, having the Big Show basically give away tickets at OVW, whatever was happening there.
They're buying spots on SmackDown too, be fair.
And there are currently 1,739 tickets available. Now look, you have to think there will be some kind of walk-up, and maybe they'll be able to fill the 4,200 seats plus.
Out of the 22,000.
Why are they running? Are there other buildings that are in the 5,000 seat range in your area?
Well, again, they could go to, I don't know what they're doing with Broadbent Arena at the fairgrounds these days. Seats about 6,000. They usually do rodeos and things in conjunction with the state fair, but there's been wrestling. Crockett ran there in the 80s. I believe Impact has done something there in the past, or when it was TNA or whatever the fuck. There have been house shows. I think even WWF, whichever, had a house show there. But it might not look great on television, but goddamn, it would be cheaper. And you might be able to see some of the people in there. If you can only get 3,000 to begin with, it'd be half a house instead of a tenth of a house. All right, and here's another idea. If there's not a place in a town that you can't draw more than 25% of the capacity of the building, maybe skip running there.
The problem is, it seems like there aren't a lot of places they can go and draw people. I mean, again, pay-per-views are a little different, especially if it's a big theme thing and people are traveling in for it. But, I mean, this is something we actually said if you go back in like 2019 before Dynamite ever started. We know there are people who will jump on a plane and go to Chicago or Vegas and want to be a part of the festivity of AEW.
Yeah.
How long is that going to last for the actual weekly television tapings? And it didn't last long, but it held up pretty good, all things considered, especially with the pandemic. They've run everyone off. They're about to do Omega and MJF at Mohegan Sun. You think that's going to draw? Do you know where that is? It's in the middle of nowhere.
Well, and it's noted in the wrestling industry because Vince has done Raw there before, because it's right down the road from Stamford and right down the road from the office, and they've got an arena. But it's not like it's a prestigious, travel location. It's a casino in Connecticut.
And they're just throwing that match that that's a match I would pay to see. That is a match I would pay to see. MJF versus Omega. It'll be a match on Collision in Mohegan Sun.
Did they book that because somebody just realized, wait a minute, he's going to be champion longer than Kenny was in 2 weeks? Oh shit, let's do something.
See, there is something there. If you gave that a build over time, right? There's a story that could be told there. Instead of all of a sudden.
I'll go out on a limb and agree with you and say that I would rather see Kenny and MJF at the main event of the pay-per-view than MJF and Jay White, if they're still doing that after MJF has a handicap match against blah, blah, blah. I think they should have switched that.
Yeah. Seriously, what match is people going to pay for? What match are people going to pay for?
A lot of people don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
You're right, though. Jay White versus MJF is the TV match, even though that's the feud. But it's not really a feud that's helping MJF. Omega, here's the thing. Out of all the feuds MJF's currently in, I think the fans want to see him in Omega. I think the fans still want to see him in Samoa Joe. Yeah. I think the fans may be interested in him and Wardlow just because this is kind of the last shot for Wardlow. Like, if there's nothing here with this, there's nothing here. And then it's like Bullet Club Gold at the very end of the list. So we shall see, but you know, AEW this week, like you said, 300 and something thousand viewers, 100,000 viewers, I should say, shaved off, just shaved right off.
Just clipped, just buzzed.
Are they doing it effectively? I mean, these are just big drastic cuts from quarter 2 to quarter 3, and then from quarter, 6 to quarter 7. Should they pay closer attention? Do they need new instruments? Do they need new tools to do this? Am I making any sense, or is this just gibberish?
No, I can do something with it, but then again, I'm a miracle worker. The thing is, you don't want to make massive cuts when you're doing your personal grooming. You don't want to talk about anything about massive cuts or just chopping shit off right and left, willy-nilly, indiscriminately. You don't want to talk about that when you're talking about your personal grooming, Brian. That's what you were trying to say, wasn't it?
Yes, that was what I was trying to say.
Well, there you go. Then I just said it for you.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll tell you something else I have right here in my hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's not do that on the air.
No, that's not what I've got in my hand. I have right here in my hand, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you what, I've been up and down the highways and byways of America. I've done my boarding with the warden, and I've lived on the bounty of the county, and never have I seen a more incredible personal grooming product than our fine friends at Manscaped have brought to market than the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. It's so good, it's not only a number higher, but it's got a nickname too. And I'm telling you what, it deserves all of it, because they have taken the greatest personal grooming product on the planet and improved it, made it better, made it stronger and faster than it was before, and it comes packaged so nicely. Brian, I had to save this, because not only does it come in its own little hard case carrying box implement case, but even the packaging, the cardboard overwrap with a tear strip so that you can open it up and see the package within, is such high quality. I want to set this on my shelf. I want to make it a display item. I'm tempted to get 2 of them. 1 of them I don't have to open and keep it as a collectible. It's beautiful. I wish Mr. Manscaped would have, it's amazing that he took his last name and made a career out of it.
I don't think that's how it worked.
If he would have autographed this with a silver Sharpie, this thing, I'd put it in a shadow box. But are you ready? I'm gonna pull the tab and open up this incredible Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra with the skin-safe technology, the dual head system, the waterproof body. It's compatible with USBs and other things. I can't see it. I ain't got my glasses on. It's got the dual temp LED spotlight and the travel lock. Would you like to hear me open this overwrap?
Oh, you're really going to do this? An unboxing live on the air?
I'm going to do it.
All right. The 5.0, the Lawnmower 5.0 really makes you realize how long they've been with us. I think we started with the 2.0 with them.
I believe we did.
Well, let's do it.
And before that, I was just using my garden shears and Harley's poopy butt trimmers. But anyway, listen to this. Boom! Pull that strip and the top of the cardboard display box unfolds. My God, the We Save Balls Manscaped logo is on there, the gold standard of groin grooming. Inside the cardboard box, you have a pull tab that contains your entire instruction booklet. And boy, it's available in, looks like at least 4 or 5 languages. But you got all the information right there. And then there's a little pull tab so that you can pull the beautiful, hear that? Lawnmower 5.0 display case out of the goddamn deal. It comes in a little tray. You've got your, carry bag that you unzips and you put everything in there. It's even got a do not eat silica desiccant package in case you ever need some silica desiccant. And it's got the charging cord, the plug, and the dual heads. Now listen to this, Brian. Hold on here as I get this thing out of here. Damn you, come out of there, son of a bitch. Oh, it's so lovely. You goddamn motherfucker. Oh, there we go.
Will you relax?
And see, what you do is it's got two heads. So you can either use the regular kind of trimming head, or you can use this incredibly silky, smooth trimming head that you just put right on here through some fashion that I'm going to read about later on when we're off the air. And there you go. Oh, listen to that power. Holy shit. It's shaking my hand. Well, it's going down to my crotch. It's got an auto crotch finder.
No, it does not.
It's shaving me automatically.
No, it's not. That's not how it works. And of course, you did hear it, in fact, go on. And now he's going into his fun improv, ladies and gentlemen. But there's nothing but safety applied.
You're talking about my fun improv down there, for heaven's sake. It'll do everything for you. I had to turn it off, or it was going to shave me all the way to my ankles. But this is a fine and ergonomically designed so you can hold it in your hand. I'm telling you what, it's a game changer to say the least, Brian. So now we both got one. And did we tell the people how to get one?
We didn't yet. Of course, two heads are better than one. Why don't you tell them? It was a song by Nelson, I believe, but tell them how they can get this.
If you want to get at least some head when you need it, and there's two of them in here, folks, so you can pick, go to manscaped.com and use the code DRIVE, DRIVE. You're going to get 20% off and free shipping on this brand new state-of-the-art, space-age designed Manscaped Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Manscaped.com, the code DRIVE, 20% off and free shipping. And the box alone is worth the price of admission. It's amazing. And the instruction booklet actually has English too, and very well-drawn pictures so that you can see obviously what you're sticking in and what you're doing.
All right. Well, that's Manscaped. What's the promo one more time, Jim?
Drive. Just drive right on over.
Drive over to Manscaped.
Well, drive on over to your computer. And then go to manscaped.com and then use the code DRIVE to get 20% off and free shipping. It even tells you how to clean the thing.
Which thing?
The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. What thing do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know if that's your little nickname for your little friend, The Thing.
No, that's Lord Gadabout down there. So anyway, manscaped.com. And there's nice little tissue paper on the top so that it's not scuffed in any way.
All right. Well, maybe Lord Cadbury can use that in a little while. Or what'd you say? Lord Go Behind? What was his name?
Lord Gadabout.
Gadabout. Well, let's gad about a few more stories here before we get out of here, Jim.